So the Red Bull Kumite is coming up in a few weeks, July 1 and 2, and one of the few South African gamers that has participated, well, one of two, I believe it's going to be. You got the invitation entry, and there will be another wildcard entry with prelims the day before the main event. With me is Jabhi, who is that South African who managed to get himself a little seat in this tournament. How's it, Jabhi? How are you doing? And how did this happen, man?
All right. No, thanks for having me first, and I'm doing great. I think it happened through consistency around the local scene, because I've been winning a lot of Red Bull events, even Capcom events and other local qualifiers. So when they had to choose SA representative to be in the Kumite, I think they don't want to sound arrogant, but the logical choice was the one who's consistent, and who won the previous Red Bull hit the streets.
So how did you get into this? I mean, are you just a casual player that kind of started entering these tournaments, or were you actually more serious about this and started attacking this very professionally?
I started from a very young age. I always wanted to be, I was always competitive by nature, but I always believed that fighting games, this should be an esports scene. So this was before I knew anything about esports, I always thought that fighting games, like there's something esports like about this genre, And in 2017, Rush was the first time I discovered esports, because when I went there, I saw a post on Facebook about a Street Fighter 5 tournament, you win a PS4. When I got there, I thought I was going to body people, and then I got a rude awakening. I got annihilated, because I didn't own Street Fighter 5, but I thought it's Street Fighter, I body everybody from time to time with other games, even if I haven't touched them, But then I got a rude awakening that day. Actually, there's a whole different world here. So when I spoke to the guys, they said, no, just go on YouTube, check the esports scene, and then from there, that's when I think my mind was blown and my passion for competitive gaming, specifically in the fighting game genre, just kicked off.
So do you play any other games besides Street Fighter? Is there any other fighting games that you like to spend time on?
Yeah, I do dabble in other fighting games like Tekken, Guilty Gear, Mortal Kombat, but ever since I started being more, like spending a lot of time with Street Fighter, I've only been playing Street Fighter, and then in my spare time, I just play Apex Legends and other RPG games.
All right, just to get away from the grind. Now, sure. Street Fighter 6, obviously a relatively new game. How is it to do a competitive game like this or competitive tournament like this on such a new game?
I actually like that Kumite is going to be like 1 month after the game is released. That's why you see the invites are not just Street Fighter players, but also you're taking the current best Tekken player in the world, which is Arslan Ash, getting the invite, the best Smash player in the world getting an invite. So because it's a relatively new game, it opens up possibilities of upsets. The best Tekken player can take out the best Street Fighter player. It's just about who really gets a hold of the game first. The thing about also Street Fighter is that legacy players don't necessarily get that bump. Like if you're a Tekken player and you go jump from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8, pretty much the Tekken 7 player will get the upper hand. But Street Fighter 6 or Street Fighter in general, they reinvent the wheel every time. With the whole mechanics for the game, they always reinvent the wheel. So I like this the Kumite coming out a month right after the game is released. It gives that you're not sure who's going to win, so I like that element.
And the other invitationals, I mean, there's a pretty formidable list of names there of international gamers who you're going to be going up against. How are you feeling? How's the nerves treating you?
I'm pretty confident, honestly. I've played on the world stage before, Yes, it wasn't that long ago as the Capcom Cup in Los Angeles, So I've played them casually. Most of them I played them casually. Some I played on the world stage. My results against them wasn't where I wanted, but it wasn't that far off. It always went to the last game. This was in Street Fighter 5. So now with Street Fighter 6, I'm pretty confident. I'm not, honestly, it might sound weird, but I'm not really nervous. I just think since we're all starting on the same footing, everybody's got an equal shot.
Good point. Very good point. Now, when you play in a tournament like this, do you have a set character that you play, or do you play random characters throughout the tournament?
No, never random characters. I always go with the main, because then I know matchups a lot more. The matchups that I studied, never random characters, because that's a sure way to lose.
So what is your character of choice and why?
Chun-Li. Currently, I'm playing Chun-Li. I'm still exploring her, but for currently, I don't see matchups that she particularly loses. She's difficult to use, but I generally gravitate towards characters that are difficult to use, So currently, that's the reason why, is because I don't see matchup. I might see a matchup that's a bit hard, but it's not like unwinnable, But that's generally how I see Chun-Li currently in the current meta.
Nice. Well, the match is just around the corner. We're going to hold our thumbs for you, and we're going to have some representation there. We'll be shouting your name from the back of the crowd. Good luck with the tournament, and I hope you enjoy it and walk away with a win at the end of the day. And we'll catch up with you afterwards.
No, thanks for having me, and definitely thanks for the support. This particular tournament is going to be very interesting for SA. For the local guys, it means quite a lot, because a lot of guys do believe in me, and every time when they see me close, it really breaks their heart. So now this one, I really want to shine, so I really want to take out a few names and come home with the cup.
So on that note, don't break our hearts. We're going to be rooting for you.
I'll try my best.
Let's go, South Africa. It's fighting time. It's Red Bull Hit the Streets finals.
Oh no, Jabhi though.
He's a very clean player.
He's very strong. I played him a lot in casuals.
Careful and deliberate spacing.
As of right now, Jabhi globally is probably the player who owns Canada. I feel like he wants to bring his whole community up with him.
Jabhi is willing to use laying the space though, allowing Jabhi to walk in on top of him rather than actually.
He's very positive. He's got a very good character about him. And that just makes me want to see him win.
These gentlemen, our NB comrades, say congratulations to JabhiM, who has yet again booked a ticket to Red Bull Kumite.
I'm going in a world where JabhiM is in the Red Bull Kumite. He will play his first match. What I have to say is have fun.
Get your tickets now.